What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Thursday evening, and I'm in the office working. I'm actually editing the flank steak fajita video, and wanted to make this video today because people have been emailing me about Jason Genova and his new vehicle, and that, of course, drew my curiosity, to which I went and watched the video and found out that, lo and behold, Genova is bragging about getting a brand new Mercedes, and people want to know what the great one's opinion about it was. So I'm more than happy to oblige. Now, the previous video that I made, I correctly explained that Jason Genova couldn't afford a Rolex watch, and the Rolex watch that he had was fake. However, this situation is a little bit different. The reason being is because Jason Genova is getting a car. And just like any other car, any schmuck on wheels can get the vehicle. You know, they can either rent it or they can actually lease it. Although I doubt that this is going to be a lease, because from what I understand on the video, Jason said that it has 40,000 miles on it. So it's going to be a used vehicle. So can Jason Genova get this vehicle? Yes, he most certainly can, much like anyone else. The question remains, however, is to whether it's a smart purchase. Is it a wise acquisition? And the answer is absolutely not. Not for someone like Jason Genova, who works at Publix. Now, let me explain to you guys about luxury vehicles. You may be able to get the vehicle. You may be able to lease it. But the biggest expense on a vehicle is the upkeep, maintenance, and repair of a vehicle. Now, Jason Genova has incorrectly stated that the guys that he's working with is only going to charge him $100 because he's a celebrity. Now, Jason Genova is highly popular, more popular than the great one, but he ain't no damn celebrity. And quite frankly, $100 for repairing a Mercedes is bullshit. You can't even get an oil change on a Mercedes for $100. At least a competent oil change, a proper one. You can't even get a good tire on a Mercedes for $100. So the repair cost for a Mercedes is going to be way more than $100. And to upkeep a Mercedes is going to cost even more. And then you have insurance costs as well. His insurance is going to skyrocket at his age, and unfortunately, his level of competence here, and no disrespect to Jason Genova, but, unfortunately, these insurance companies, they factor in shit like this here. And it's kind of a shame there. It's almost, I consider it discrimination, because Jason Genova seems to be a very smart person. He's very competent at driving a car, but insurance companies, for someone with his mental disabilities, is going to obviously charge him more for insurance. I'm just keeping it real and telling it like it is. No disrespect to Jason, but he needs to keep that in mind, that, money talks and bullshit walks, or in this case, drives. And when it comes to insurance companies, they'll find any fucking excuse in order to rake you through the coals and charging as much insurance as possible. And Jason Genova is a prime target. So in terms of whether Jason Genova can get a Mercedes, he most certainly can. But should he? Nope. Even I wouldn't. I have a Cadillac outside there, and, it's expensive to upkeep there, as with any luxury vehicle, but this is an older vehicle I have. It's a 2002. It's 16 years old. So obviously parts and labor are not going to be as expensive as to when it was brand new, when the vehicle retailed for $50,000. But from what it sounds like, Jason Genova is getting a relatively new Mercedes, which means it's going to have high insurance and high repair cost and high maintenance cost. So to Jason Genova, I understand that you've not got this car yet, which is good, because now I can advise you not to get the car. grab something else here, other than a Mercedes. It's simply not worth the expense or headache because you're going to end up draining your bank account. And that's all I got to say today, people. You guys take care.